It's not going to happen in July of 2021. It might happen in July of 2024, 25. The world is working in that direction now. When the pound sterling lost its status, it took a while, it took years. So it's all going to be on the computer someday, but in my view, it's going to be government money. Governments don't like to lose control. They don't like losing monopoly. I don't think when the U.S. says, okay, this is U.S. money now, I don't think the U.S. is going to say, but if you want to use something else, you can use that money if you want to. We've had 3 central banks in American history. The first 2 disappeared for a variety of reasons. In my view, this one's going to disappear too because they're making so many mistakes. It's astonishing who these guys are. They all are bureaucrats and academics. They don't know the world, and they think that they can save their jobs by printing money and driving interest rates to the lowest in world history. It's not going to work. It's going to end badly. But the worst part of it is, Gareth, you and I and many other people are going to suffer because these guys think they know what they're doing. Well, Gareth, interest rates are the lowest they've been in world history. The U.S. can go a little bit lower. They're not zero yet, but in much of the world, they are zero or even below zero. So we're coming to the end of this game. Yes, they can keep trying. Yes, they can buy more bonds. They can print money and buy bonds. The Japanese are doing that. The head of the Bank of Japan goes to work every day. He's a good Japanese bureaucrat, prints money as fast as he can. In his words, unlimited. I will print unlimited amounts of money. And he buys stocks and ETFs and bonds. Yeah, we haven't gotten quite to that stage yet in the U.S., but we can. But we're sure getting close to the end. Well, the world's international medium of exchange is supposed to be neutral. It's not supposed to be like that. So many people are starting to say, well, we have to find something else. So they are now looking for something to compete with the US dollar. And for economic reasons, we are the largest debtor nation in world history. I don't like saying that, but I have to face facts. So for economic and political reasons, people are looking to compete with the US dollar, and that has always led to the demise of the world's #1 currency. And I don't like saying it, but I can see that the US dollar is going to have problems down the road. I own US dollars now, but I know what's going to happen. Well, Gareth, all money is going to be on the internet eventually. In China it already. You cannot take a taxi in China with money. You cannot buy an ice cream with money in China. Everything is already on the computer, and most other countries are working towards that end. Yes, governments love it. It's cheaper, it's easier. They love, and they have complete control. They know everything you do. They're going to call you up one day, Gareth, and say, you have had too much coffee this month. And they're going to, because they love knowing what you're doing. It's not going to happen in July of 2021. It might happen in July of 2024, 25. The world is working in that direction now. When the pound sterling lost its status, it took a while. It took years, in fact. But eventually it happened. Nobody thinks of the pound sterling as anything now, much less the world's medium of exchange, a reserve currency. So it'll take a while, but people need to start realizing they need to watch, Titan traders to know what's going on so that they can start preparing for what's going to happen. So it's all going to be on the computer someday, but in my view, it's going to be government money. Governments don't like to lose control. They don't like losing monopoly. I don't think when the U.S. says, okay, this is U.S. money now, I don't think the U.S. is going to say, but if you want to use something else, you can use that money if you want to. It's not the way those guys think. Digital gold. Well, we can certainly have digital gold. That's easy to do. Will be easy once the computers get up to it. I suspect, as I said, all money is going to be crypto money, but it's going to be government crypto money. They will either outlaw or tax or regulate or something any competing money. That's what they've always done. At one point in England, the Bank of England made it an act of treason to use anything except their money as money. Well, act of treason, Gareth, means they execute you. Needless to say, most people reacted. They didn't want to be executed. I own gold, I own silver. I see inflation coming and getting worse. It's here already, it's going to get worse. And throughout history, real assets have been the way to protect yourself. The Bitcoin guys say, or the crypto guys say, we are the way to protect yourself. Maybe, but I'm an old peasant, and all of us old peasants know that when things go wrong, we better have some silver in the closet. We better have some gold under the bed. No central currency has lasted more than 100, 150 years in history. The US dollar's been on top for several decades. We have political problems. You know, when the US gets angry at you, they put sanctions on you and say you cannot use the US dollar. You know, I don't know if the renminbi, the Chinese money, is going to replace the dollar. It's a huge economy, not gigantic debts like we have, but who knows? Who knows? It takes a while. It's not a convertible currency now, so it cannot be the world's medium of exchange or, reserve currency. But they say they're working towards that. As you know, the United States Central Bank has been printing gigantic amounts of money, and the central government has been spending huge amounts of money. So all this money's got to go somewhere. It's going into the markets. The economies are getting better because the economy stopped. I live in Singapore, for instance. Well, the airport was empty. Now there are a few flights a day. So things are getting better. Not everything is skyrocketing yet, so I don't see it a full-fledged bubble yet, but it will come. All the signs are there. Unfortunately, I'm not good at market timing, so I doubt if I'll get it right when to get out. But I see all the signs. This is not my first rodeo, Gareth. I own U.S. shares. I haven't bought U.S. shares in a while. I bought other countries, China, Japan, Russia, places like that. But, if I find something, of course. But I do know it's late in the day. It's late in the bull market. Gareth, the U.S. market hasn't had a serious, real correction in over, 13 years?
Yeah.
It's never happened in American history, never. But it could happen 113 years, I doubt it. So we're probably getting near the end. Well, the world's international medium of exchange is supposed to be neutral. Nobody thinks of the pound sterling as anything now, much less the world's medium of exchange, a reserve currency. I suspect, as I said, all money is going to be crypto money, but it's going to be government crypto money. It's not a convertible currency now, so it cannot be the world's medium of exchange or reserve currency.